Hello, my friend, and greetings from Cedar Falls High School, as Cedar Falls Community Television is excited once again to provide you with high school athletics. We have Mississippi Valley Conference volleyball tonight as the defending state champions Cedar Falls Tigers host the Lightning Bolts of Iowa City Liberty. Hi, everybody. Mark Simpson with you, along with the man with the name and the knowledge, Jeremiah Longnecker. As Jeremiah, our final regular season volleyball match could be our best. We have two Class 5A heavyweights meeting tonight.
This is an extremely dangerous, very balanced Liberty squad that the Tigers are going to face. And maybe for Liberty, they're going to see the Tigers at not such a great time after absorbing a loss the other night to Xavier.
Cedar Falls losing in a two-set sweep to Cedar Rapids Xavier the other night. They took 2 out of 3 in a quadrangular held at Cedar Falls High School, but the loss to the Saints sticking in the Cedar Falls Tigers crawl right now, you might say. As we look at the Cedar Falls schedule this year, the Tigers coming in with an impressive win-loss record, 25-4. All their losses to real quality teams this year. They haven't been upset by any no-name team. All the teams they've lost to have been ranked this season, and Cedar Falls has to feel pretty good about that record.
Well, no doubt. And we mentioned at the broadcast the other night, sometimes you get a little spoiled. You go on the kind of runs the Tigers have gone on, and some seasons haven't lost at all, and the streak that they had, the game-winning streak that was nearly a year long, and it's still a phenomenal year with just 4 losses.
Now Cedar Falls will be facing this Iowa City Liberty team, and they come in with a very impressive 18-2 record. Their only losses coming to Valley and Dowling, two of the better teams in Class 5A, and they're playing their best volleyball right now. They come in very confident that they can win here at Cedar Falls, which has been a house of horrors for a lot of teams in the Mississippi Valley Conference over the last few years.
It just makes me wonder sometimes as to how they determine the rankings. This is a team that's beaten everybody. They've taken a set from both Dowling and Valley and losses to them, to top 5 teams, and yet they're still ranked only 6th. I think the Tigers are in for a dogfight, and they know it.
I would say the only reasoning is that they lost some games due to COVID-19 problems, where there was online learning only, and they could not attend school, and no extracurricular activities. Cedar Falls beating the Lightning Bolts last time they met back in 2019, almost a year to this date, and as they won rather easily. So Cedar Falls will face a talented team. They're led by Cassidy Hartman, Iowa City Liberty, in their 3rd year in the Mississippi Valley Conference, and they've adjusted quickly to this conference quite nicely.
That they have, and across the board in all sports, and they've been a terrific addition to the MVC, and it's just another quality opponent that you get a chance to see in conference play.
We'll be right back for the first set. This best 3 out of 5. Cedar Falls hosting Iowa City Liberty here at the high school. You're watching Tiger Volleyball on Cedar Falls Community Television.
What's the easiest way to buy? The Witham way. That means stocking a wide selection of the area's top-selling pre-owned vehicles that fit any budget. From low-mileage cars to one-owner cars to local trades, we carry the vehicles you want. That's the Witham way. And check your mailbox for this month's specials or online at withamauto.com. Witham Auto Centers in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City.
Everything we do is driven by you.
Smile, we love to see you smile, but every once in a while, your smile may need attention. With Campbell and Beecher, your smile is your best feature, and we'll give your whole family the dental care they need. Cedar Valley Smile, smile with Campbell and Beecher.
I grew up here in Cedar Falls and experienced Cedar Falls athletics as a student, now as a parent and community member. I have the pleasure in my role here at the Western Home Communities of serving several of my former teachers and administrators. Go Tigers!
Meet Linda. Linda just bought a smart home hub and was ecstatic to see her grandkids on their weekly chats. However, this grandma spends most of her time troubleshooting across time zones. Fortunately for Linda, technical support is right down the road. With CFU Wi-Fi, our highly trained technician will install a new Wi-Fi system and connect all of her devices. Now, Linda can chat with her family and ask about their week instead of her password. CFU Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi made simple.
As an elementary principal for 25 years in the Cedar Falls Community Schools, serving 4 schools, I've enjoyed observing several generations of students stay in, thrive, lead, and continue to build this wonderful community. It has been an honor to have been a part of the education system that helped bring this about. Go Tigers!
Welcome back. Mark Simpson along with Jeremiah Longnecker here at Cedar Falls High School, getting prepared for the start of the first set. Best 3 out of 5. Cedar Falls hosting the Lightning Bolts of Iowa City Liberty. School that quickly has emerged as one of the best in the Mississippi Valley Conference in just their short 3 years in the MVC.
You know, not long ago we saw City High and Iowa City West as perennial powers. Now we've seen they've dipped, and then this division of athletes in Iowa City has been really detrimental to Iowa City West and City High's volleyball programs.
And I'm hearing that they might build another high school sometime in the near future as well.
Wow, that would, yeah, you know, good for the students, not always great for athletes.
There's Randy Dolson, the head coach. He's been guiding the Lightning Bolts in all 3 years of their existence. As we get ready for tonight's match, and Cedar Falls head coach Matt Johnson, his 7th year at Cedar Falls, and saying before the match they just can't give up those long runs like they did against Cedar Rapids Xavier the other night in a Tiger loss. Iowa City Liberty, love their colors up. Purple and black, they are ready to serve. This will be Haley Hested, a 5'7" senior setter. And we are underway. Tigers look to the outside. Wedgeberry gets the Tigers on the board with a spike that tooled off the hands of the would-be blocker.
She's just a model of consistency as Wedgeberry. You know, she does so many things well. She's in the top 20 in the state in kills, top 20 in the state in digs. Just a very complete player, one of the best servers the Tigers have as well.
Olivia Bronner, one of the state's best servers. Little drop shot. Nice job by Katie Remmert with the bump and the dig. A tough angle and unable to clear the net is Shelby Kim for Iowa City Liberty.
You know, I'm not sure if Liberty is a similar situation as what the Tigers have. You see 2 players who have played a lot of matches but have split the assists.
High set. This is Hartman's first swing of the night. Blocked by the Tigers. Again, they go to Hartman. This time she little tip over the top, and it falls in for a point.
Yeah, this is a big, athletic Liberty team. We saw some of them last year. Return a lot of parts from that team that dropped a couple of sets to Cedar Falls in 19. But this is a team that's going to swing away. You got to watch them in warm-ups, and they're a lot of fun.
Gabby Schroeder coming off the bench to serve for Iowa City Liberty. Tigers with the early 2-1 lead. And Katie Remmert somehow squeezes that through a couple of blockers, swinging away.
Yeah, Sam Harvey didn't close on it like she needed to. Rembert's been hitting with a lot of authority. Mentioned in the last broadcast, Matt Johnson has been really pleased with her play recently.
Not a good pass. Nobody there in the front row, and Cedar Falls off to a 4-1 start here in this first set. Wedgbury serving with accuracy. That's an ace.
Yeah, there's a lot on that serve. That's difficult.
This is what Cedar Falls can really put you on your heels with their great team serving. Libero. Now it's Headstead setting it up for Hartman. Tigers now in the attack. Left pin. And a little drop shot. And an illegal hit by the Bolts. And Cedar Falls now up 6-1.
Yeah, I believe they were in the net. And Rembert took something off that. She really she did a nice job of holding on to that. We watched that replay. She really had the Liberty block fooled. You see them having a conversation early. For the record, not easy to go to school, get on a bus, drive, and then play a pretty good team. Yep. See, you're waiting for that contact, and it doesn't come. And
Coach Dolson using the first timeout for Iowa City Liberty. Cedar Falls off to a fast start, 6-1. And right now the Tigers getting the strong serving, and that's always the key in that first touch to running your offense. And they seem to have Iowa City Liberty on their heels.
Yeah, out of the gate this year, we saw against the Western Dubuque team, we saw the Tigers serve about as poorly as they possibly can, and they've rebounded and become one of the best serving teams that there is. And
there's the Cedar Falls coaching staff. Matt Johnson has guided the Tigers to a pair of state titles, including last year. And following the timeout, quick set to the middle, and Shelby Kim gets the Bolts their second point of the game with a nice hit.
Yeah, well done. Kim comes over. It looked like they were going to go outside on the left, and that was well disguised. They weren't able to get the block to Kim.
Cedar Falls, Alea Mahi is the setter. We should have mentioned that a little bit earlier, as Tigers have been alternating between the Mahi sisters, Nohea and Halea. Tigers again look strong as good passing leads to the 7th point of the game.
Anicia Smith checks in.
Wedgbury leading the Tigers in kills here early as the serve by Sarah Alba. Bronner somehow digs out a monstrous hit by Hartman. And, excuse me, that was Sam Harvey with the big hit. And then other side of the net, it's Hartman getting the kill.
Yeah, just a sophomore is Hartman. MVC is going to have a lot to reckon with over the next couple of years.
Harvey serving. Mahi with the bump pass. Anicia Smith in the middle of the floor. And again, someone's in the net for Iowa City Liberty.
Yeah, that's just an unforced error there. Smith is in there offhand. Players should have recognized that. Played off, knowing full well that they were not going to get any sort of spike attempt.
Mariah Rollins coming in along with Olivia Davenport for Liberty. Cedar Falls, Ryan Ludman serving. 8-3. Cedar Falls leading in this first set. And again, the serving leads to a mistake. And the Tigers up by 6.
And so Hested is out. And this is what I was speaking of earlier. Mariah Rollins, you mentioned a freshman in at the setter position.
Ludman setting up here on the far left side of the court as their serve.
An excellent serve by Ryan.
Tigers right now on an 8-2 run. They lead 10-3. And Ludman. Again, tough passing for Iowa City Liberty. Free ball over. Quick pass and just getting a piece of it. And gets over the net, Lena Aguilar. Watch this, the pass.
Has just mistimed that jump a little bit and just got a piece of it.
It actually worked out much better for her. Pass, and that's some athleticism there.
That was not a good set. That was a complete adjustment by the part of Hartman. You watch Hartman have to float to her left, nearly outside the antenna, and yet was she still able to do with that? That's an athlete.
Yeah, they list her at 6 feet tall. But she has some springs. Haleanahi setting up for Anicia Smith. Rollins keeps it alive and returned on the third hit. Iowa City Liberty. Anicia Smith down the line. Rollins gets a piece of it. And again, lightning bolts on the free ball. Bump it over. Little drop shot by Mahi. Doesn't work. And good rally going on here. Tigers get it over. Big swing. And now getting the point. It's Iowa City Liberty, our best volley of the night.
Oh boy, Roman Lauren, on that. Bronner is in defense mode. Well, I hope that's what we're in for all night, Mark. That is a phenomenal point by both teams.
Well, the Tigers working as Smith.
Wow.
Partially blocked, and it falls in the middle of the court.
It's just, that is so difficult on the part of Smith. From behind her. Tools it off the block, is able to get the point. It's just so difficult.
Cedar Falls serving with Halea Mahi. And taking a little bit off that effectively. In for the point is Kennedy Daughtry. Another sophomore, 5 feet 10 inches tall. 12-6. And the libero now serving. This is Addie Schmier, senior, number 0, which seems just weird to say, number 0.
That it does.
Joust at the net, and do we have somebody into the net? Yes, we did, on the Tigers. Point goes to Iowa City Liberty. They pull within 5. Schmier continues to serve. Mahi back set. Anicia Smith with the quick attack.
There's just so much power behind what she possesses. It's just a treat to watch.
Lainey Nielsen with the serve for the Tigers. Now she falls with a block. Still alive. Second swing put in by Daughtry. And Katie Remmert wide left on her, trying to go down the line, and goes out of play.
You know, I'm not exactly sure what happened in practice yesterday, but one of the phrases that had to be uttered was, let's go for it. Tigers are holding nothing back.
And they're swinging through the blocks, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Still a 5-point lead for Cedar Falls. Mahi hustling over with a high set and blocked at the net by Harvey. And the Liberty creeping back into this one. Now it's only a 4-point lead for the Tigers, led by as many as 8. Back set. Here comes Wedgbury. Punches it deep, but it's out of play. Right idea, but could not finalize it. And Iowa City Liberty with the momentum right now. Taking advantage of some hitting attacks here by Cedar Falls. Hested back in the match. Setter. Free ball just bumped across. And that's going to be a lift, it looks like. Yep,
sure
on
is.
Iowa City Liberty. And watch that. Yep, just kind of pulled the ball down in that swinging motion. Nielsen gets, Bronner gets a, well, that net likes her.
I'll tell you, she's on that tape all the time, but that's not luck.
Bronner committing to University of Northern Iowa. Quick set. There's Mahi. Bronner setting up for Remmert. Block. Tigers will reset the point. And again, it's a block by Iowa City Liberty. And this time the Tigers return the favor. Oh.
Curtis and Remmert didn't see if it was a solo. It was. What? Fantastic by Katie Remmert.
Block party for both teams. 16-10 CF here in this first set.
This is exactly what both coaches want going into regional play. Get a chance to hone the game.
Remmert could not get it over the net. She's swinging hard, though.
Yeah.
And it's 16-11. It's Iowa City Liberty with that great team height. It's not just one individual. They're just balanced. Gabby Schroeder, 5'8" junior, serving, but into the net. That's a break for the Tigers. Now lead again by 6 points, 17-11. Cedar Falls, 25-4 in the year, ranked number 3 in the state in 5A. Iowa City Liberty, 18-2. They are ranked number 6.
Yep.
Awkward hit by Harvey.
You could tell she had a couple of different thoughts on her mind as she went up to do something and never made the full decision.
Wedgeberry with a bullet. Oh, look at that.
Oh, what a set. My goodness. It's just the instincts on the part of Mahi here. Look at, she puts it right on the money for Remmert, who slides in the middle. That's just fantastic.
A ridiculous pass. She's running into the bleachers away from everything. Look at that. Just bumps it over her, behind her back.
Now, we got to remember that she started the year not playing with many of these girls. Not playing over the last couple of years in Cedar Falls. And so, you know, in such an important position, you know, the errors are just so small in volleyball. You know, inches here, inches there, and you know, knowing where her teammates are going to be, and you can tell that that is coming along.
Halea played beach volleyball, and the 5'9" senior getting more comfortable as the season goes on. That's the Mahis. Halea on the left, on the right, Nohea, the sophomore.
Well, the Tigers are in good hands for the next couple of years with that girl on the right. That's for certain. You know, nothing's been settled for this year as of yet.
Of course, their father, Kalani, longtime assistant coach for Bobby Peterson at UNI. Following the timeout taken by Liberty, they go to who else? Their go-to player, Cassidy Hartman.
Yeah.
The sophomore gets the kill.
Well, that's one thing that Halea brings. You watch her, and she is an outstanding blocker from that setter position. Just a lot of versatility.
Kim with the serve.
Oh, that's excellent by Nielsen.
Overpass, and there is Remmert, kept alive though by the lightning bolts. And they get the point. Battling hard, and Harvey finishes it. They were scrambling there for a moment after that hit by Remmert, but they recovering. Now it's 19-13. Mahi back set. Wedgeberry off the hands of Hartman for the point.
When in doubt, find 14 on the floor.
And Mahi right on target with another perfect pass. 2013. Alba with the serve for CF. Up by 7 here. Oh, well-placed hit. Tigers, though, punch it into the back row and just out of play.
Thought it was going to find a line.
It was Mahi with the right-hand hook here.
Yeah. Poor depth perception on the part of the announcer.
Little floater serve. Tigers look to the right pin to Smith.
That's
Out of play.
Mark, you've covered a lot of volleyball. How often do you see setters rotate within a game?
Not too often. It really, you see one setter throughout the course of the match,
Sure.
course of the set, but to rotate in, that is unique. And they're bringing in Mariah Rollins. Rollins, the freshman, 5'8". Oh, no. Overpass, easy kill for Smith. And the Tigers now in good shape here, taking this first set up by 8.
The serving has been stupendous.
Now coming out will be Gabby Schroeder. Olivia Davenport will replace her. Rollins setting it up. Hartman comes up with the kill.
But even there, all ball in the right position. Just minute wrong angle.
Yeah, Tigers just trying to hand Lightning Bolts their 3rd loss of the year. Set near side. Oh! Beautiful hit by Smith. Yeah, I would duck to get out of that one as well. Look at this. Rollins in the back.
Yeah, she loves to go down the line. Yeah. We see teams try to take that away. We saw Xavier do that the other night. I think it frustrated Nisi a little bit.
And swinging hard and getting the point is Iowa City Liberty. Well, they like going to that left pin. Tigers 2 points away from winning the set. Schmier in to serve. Wedgbury, she tried to cut it down the line, but too much. Well out of bounds.
It's not a spot we see Emmy very often. Unfamiliar territory for her on left outside. Oh, that's tough. Great return.
Smith from the right, good block, and the point for Iowa City Liberty. There's Daughtry, 5'10", outside hitter with the good defensive play. Now, Bolts pull within 5. Wedgbury, again, her hit is long, and now Tigers might...
here comes the timeout.
Yep, they're going to call a timeout here. Iowa City Liberty creeping back again. They're down by just 4. Cedar Falls calling the timeout. There's Matt Johnson, Cedar Falls head coach, and the numbers continue to roll for him. I have now with 263 wins at Cedar Falls and 554 overall.
It's not bad. Not bad at all.
As the
I say that in jest, of course.
he's guided 2 schools to state championships. The Charles City 2006, that was in 4A, and then Cedar Falls in 2016 and 2019. He's taken Cedar Falls to state 6 times. Trying to make it 7 with the regionals coming up. So the Lightning serving.
You know what I like about Matt Johnson? He calls it like it is. Sometimes I hear the girls complain about him and in class. And guess what? That means he's demanding. And that's how you get good players. Oh.
And another mishit by Cedar Falls. And now we got a match. 23-20. Now Cedar Falls, which is playing confidently moments ago, just hanging on, trying to hang on.
This is what you talked about. Don't let somebody go on a big run.
Wedgbury, a little drop shot, and Iowa City Liberty continues to play. And the defense. Wedgbury, all she can do is bump it over. Now the Lightning get it in the middle. Oh, they had the Lightning scrambling, and then they wind up picking up the point. 23-21. 5 straight. Her 6th straight now scored by Liberty. And Lena Aguilar.
You know, it's rarely just square, is it, Mark? You know, we see her go up, and somehow she makes it happen. Didn't get a lot on that, but it was well placed and obviously an enormous point.
So now, set point. Lainey Nielsen serving. Rollins, I think it was not intended for Shelby Kim, who hit it. I think she was trying to find Daughtry, but instead it's knocked out of play, and the Tigers come up with the point and win the first set 25-21. So Cedar Falls off to a good start as number 3 beating number 6 in this first set in this best 3 out of 5. We'll return with the second set right after this. This is Cedar Falls Tiger Volleyball on Cedar Falls Community Television.
Meet Mike.
Hello.
Mike's the Iron Chef of his house. But instead of seasoning tonight's meal, Mike's getting peppered with demands from his family about their internet connection. Thankfully for Mike, this recipe calls for a dash of support. With CFU Wi-Fi, our highly trained technician will install a new Wi-Fi system and provide Mike's family with tech support 24/7. Now, Mike can focus on tonight's meal without all the extra ingredients. CFU Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi made simple.
What's the easiest way to buy? The Witham Way. And that means offering you the convenience you need when shopping our 3 locations in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City. These locations mean always having the inventory you want when you want it. That's the Witham Way. And check your mailbox for this month's specials or online at withamauto.com. Witham Auto Centers in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City.
Everything we do is driven by you.
I grew up here in Cedar Falls and experienced Cedar Falls athletics.
Cedar Falls wins 25-21 in that first set. Tigers jumped out to a big lead and then pulled off a late rally by the Lightning to come away with the victory.
Just outstanding volleyball in the first set. We are luckiest guys in the house tonight, Mark. Get to watch, talk, enjoy the replays.
You can see some great passing, some strong hitting, outstanding defense. Exciting first set. So here we go. Second set. Tigers trying to get off that same start they had before. Iowa City Liberty with the block and the point. The things coming a little bit more difficult for Katie Remmert after a strong start.
See the second set adjustments that are made.
This is Gabby Schroeder serving. She's an older sister. Carly's on the team as well. 2-0 in favor of the Liberty.
I thought the Tigers' serve reception was the key to that first game win. This is a very good serving team, and I'll tell you, statistically, it doesn't really show up for Liberty, but they serve extremely well.
Bronner serving up. Wedgeberry going cross court.
I'll tell you, you know, it just, when there's nothing there, she finds a crack, she finds a crease, she puts a right amount of pace on it, you know, and it's not always about just wailing away.
2-1. The Bolts with the lead. Back set. Wedgeberry drop shot. Kept alive nicely by Kim.
Oh.
And that leads to the kill put in by Hartman.
Yeah, you know, and that's one of those where I'd like to be in Matt Johnson's ear to know whether the Katie Remmert's supposed to try to take a shot at that, you know.
Kim with the serve. Tigers look for Katie Remmert, and her hit attempt is long. And it's 4-1, Iowa City Liberty.
Couldn't create the angle that she needed to. Set was just the far back. It was a little bit of a tough set for Halea there.
This is final home regular season match for Cedar Falls. It's a match that was rescheduled due to the COVID-19 complications.
That's a good thing they did.
Iowa City schools. Hartman. And this time the Tigers with the Halea Nahi. Excited about that one.
We were talking about her defensive prowess earlier.
Any volleyball player will tell you they would rather have a block over a big kill any day of the week. Oh, that hit the rafters and knocked out of bounds in the pass. Now Cedar Falls on a 3-0 run. 4-4. It's been a good rotation so far with Wedgbury serving. Also helps Wedgbury is really accurate. Honor serves. As Remmert blocked, and Tigers won't chase that down, and back in front goes Iowa City Liberty. Sam Harvey, a 5'11" junior. Oh, it's going to roll off the lights. Tigers play it perfectly with Mahi, and it leads to Katie Remmert.
I think Katie surprised defensively a little bit. I don't think Liberty thought she was going to do a whole lot with it. Still put some pace on it.
That ball just kind of rolled off the fluorescent light, and Mahi handled it in stride. Now, is this a lower roof than you see in most gyms?
Yes, I believe so. Yes, and I don't know if it has more rafters and it's lower as well, but you also got the standards for the backboards. There's a lot to,
because rafters always come into play here at the Cedar Falls home matches. Sanicia Smith tools it off the block of Van Skoyek, who's in the front row right now. Lila Van Skoyek. 6-6 is our tie. Coming off the bench, we're going to take a look at Ryan Ludman, one of the 5 seniors on the team. Oh, that's pretty play.
Shelby Kim, excuse me, I keep on thinking that's Kim on the outside. That's Doherty over there.
Kennedy Daughtry, and she is very poker-faced. There's a Van Skoyek with the block. Back-to-back points by the Lightning, 8-6.
Now they've adjusted defensively.
Their only losses coming this year to Dowling and to Valley. Middle of the floor, there's Wedgbury. It's going to be difficult is selecting the all-conference team in the Mississippi Valley Conference. Some of the great athletes we have seen this year. But I would have to imagine Emmy Wedgbury will be on that first team.
She's been the Tigers' most consistent player throughout the year. Wow.
In the back row. That's a big hit put together by Hartman.
So just for our audience, that ball hit the light and went over. If the ball hits anything on this side, stays on this side of the floor, then they can still play it. But if it goes over, point for the other team.
2-point lead for Liberty. 9-7. Hested with the serve. Mahi looking for Wedgbury and lightly hits it off the hand of the blocker and a point.
Again, she knew where she received that ball. She had no chance of getting that through the block or around it. She just skillfully uses the blocker to her advantage and gets the point.
Nielsen in to serve, and a rare mistake by her.
Rare mistake for her.
That's like a 90% free throw shooter.
That's right.
Clanking it off the iron.
97% efficiency serving for Nielsen.
Wedgbury played in the back row. Now Hartman with the opportunity. Can't capitalize. Cedar Falls has never led here in the second set. It's 10-9, Liberty with the lead. Cedar Falls won the first set, 25-21.
Hartman's trying to cut that, just mishit it a touch.
Quick attack and block. Remmert, Gertis there as well. We have our fourth tie of this second set. Bronner. Can she put Cedar Falls ahead for the first time? Ouch.
Yeah, there's double hit.
Olivia Bronner, 5'7" junior. Defensive dynamo for the Tigers.
We see Olivia Davenport check in for Gabby Schroeder.
And that'll be last touched by Gertis.
It's a varied attack for this Lightning team.
Mahi looking for Remmert, partially blocked, played in the back row by Kim. Oh, what a dig by Bronner in the back row. Remmert with a good reaction after the block by Roman Lauren. But Iowa City Liberty prevails there. But that was a lot of good things happened there for both teams. Mahi, quick set, and Gertis out of play. And the Bolts up by a couple, 13-11 midway through the second set.
That's a piece of that offense that has to get going in the postseason.
And Wedgbury, oh, beautiful dig on by Iowa City Liberty. High caliber volleyball going on now. Davenport and a drop shot.
Oh, wow, what an effort.
Play continues. And again, saved by Cedar Falls. This time Wedgbury and Remmert. Iowa City Liberty.
Wow, what a point. What a point.
Oh, that's one of the best.
Boy, both teams should take a bow for that one. What an incredible point. Both sets of fans applauding the efforts there.
That's one of the best volleys you'll see all season long. Quick set, and there, Gertis gets it through. And we're tied again, 13-13.
Oh, right on cue, Miss Gertis. She reached back for that one. That was tough.
Ellie Gertis, 6-foot junior. Davenport has a tough time with that one, but still they're able to find Hartman.
She's 4 foot back of the net here. Gertis just didn't get over in time. She's got to see that point of contact.
It's Harvey serving and over the rafters. Nielsen's to Remmert. Saw an opening on her right. Tried to cut it that way, but it goes out of play.
Yeah, Matt Johnson just feels like things are getting away just a touch.
15-13 as Cedar Falls spins their first timeout of this second set. Cedar Falls winning the first set 25-21. As Tigers kind of wrapping up their season here shortly, and they're getting ready for regional play. Cedar Falls will be in Class 5A Region 5. Tigers will take on Fort Dodge coming up on October 22nd at Cedar Falls High School. And then they'll take on the winner between Cedar Rapids Prairie and Waterloo West.
Mark, I broke down each of the regions, and the girls' union, as they always do, did a good job of really splitting up the teams in the top 10. Number one, Dowling, no other top 10 teams in that region. There are only a couple that do. We got number, wrong page there, number 8, Hempstead, and number 9, Senior, which you would expect. That makes a whole lot of sense in one region. And 2 ranked teams in another region. I must have bypassed it on my pages, but nonetheless, really broken up well. Centennial 7 and Urbandale 9 in the same region. So
I would imagine that it's be quite an undertaking putting everything together come tournament time.
Well, the girls' union started doing this in volleyball and basketball, a dozen years ago in an attempt to try to get the best teams there. And now, actually longer than that, probably 15 years ago. And I applaud them for it.
Rollins, Cassidy Hartman with that huge swing. Tigers try to match it with Wedgbury, but it's out of play.
Yeah, that's a rare attack error for her.
Tigers led once. That was at 11-10. Other than that, it's been Iowa City Liberty on top in the second set. Mahi for Smith, and through the block and down. 16-15. Tigers looking for some type of run here. Can Ryan Ludman be the igniter? Ludman in to serve. Schmier, Rollins. And Tigers won't be able to return that one.
Well, the drop shot has been used pretty regularly and effectively by Liberty. Wedgbury nearly kept that ball. Well, she did keep it alive, but in a position where the Tigers are going to be able to play it.
I'm not saying they don't get excited, but I'll tell you what, some of these Iowa City Liberty players, they couldn't poker. It just seems like very nonchalant after getting some big points. Joust at the net. Look at this pinball action. And pushing it back, that'll be 4 hits. No, double hit.
Double hit, yeah.
Oh.
Emmy knew it. Started shaking her head.
And now Liberty up by 3 here, late in the second set. They're trying to come back after dropping the first set. Aguilar's attempt in the middle, block. Tigers go to the outside. Well, the point for Cedar Falls is Smith with the big rip and off the hands of the blocker for Iowa City Liberty, and it goes out of bounds. Halea Mahi. Oh, an overpass. Smith couldn't finish it. Leaves the door open.
What a play by Alba.
Quick push into the back. Kept alive again by Alba. Back set. And point. And there's Lila Van Skoyek. 19-16. Iowa City Liberty just in its 3rd year of existence. Ranked number 6 in the state in 5A. Wedgbury.
Yeah.
Oh, stepped over the line.
Yeah. Just
as she came down. And now looks almost insurmountable. 4-point lead for Iowa City High. Or Liberty, correction, with Cedar Falls taking their 2nd time out.
It's about as demonstrative as you'll see Matt Johnson coming into a timeout. Usually Very calm.
This is a big volley that the two teams had. And this is just an incredible point that Cedar Falls able to get. That was when the score was 13-12. Iowa City Liberty. But just look at the hustle.
Still the same point.
And again,
still the same point.
Amazing defense. And that finally, the conclusion.
Wow.
To see the crowd react.
Wow.
Hested with the serve. Tigers need a rally here. Halea Mahi, bump pass, Wedgeberry, point. The Tigers in system, and their senior, Emmy Wedgeberry, puts down the kill. Tigers trail by 3 late in the second set. Trying to go up 2-0, but Iowa City Liberty trying to come away with a victory and tied at 1 set apiece. And quickly, they go to Harvey, and Harvey comes up with the kill.
This team has a lot of weapons. And so you look up and you think it's Hartman, but it's not. It's somebody else who's swinging away with size.
Schroeder with the serve. Remmert from the left pin. Great dig by Bronner, but unable to save it. Cedar Falls. And now the Lightning ahead by 5. 22-17. Gabby Schroeder continues to serve. The Lightning in their purple and black uniforms.
A rare error by either team.
It's been, again, well-played volleyball, top level. Bronner, the libero for the Tigers with the serve. From the right side, Cedar Falls with the block. Cedar Falls goes to Remmert. Katie gets the kill. 22-19. Cedar Falls still trails by 3. They go to the quick set. Oh, Bronner keeps it alive, and Remmert bumps it over on the free ball. Again, it's the quick attack in the middle, and Bronner stretches out, keeps it alive.
Boy, she's something.
And Tigers maybe got a break here. That looked like it was going out of play by Iowa City Liberty. Another great volley going on. And a high pass. At Cedar Falls, that tough defense pays off. And
now it's Liberty's time for a timeout.
They spend their first timeout. Cedar Falls pulls within 2 here late, 22-20. Yes, Cedar Falls. Well, there's the Iowa City Liberty huddle. There's Coach Dolson in the gray. His assistant coach is Allie Kelly. And they come in a very confident team. Why not? They've won 18 out of 20 this year. And have a lot of talent and a lot of young talent.
Young talent. Yeah, that's a young team.
Now Cedar Falls. See how the timeout, if it slows down their momentum. Coach Johnson for the Tigers. Talking to Halea Mahi, his setter.
Now you look at this Liberty team. Schmear's the senior who contributes the most. Now Headstead splits at that setter spot.
Back set, Wedgeberry. Oh, can this be returned? Great job by the Lightning. And the block at the net by Kim. And Oh, Cedar Falls making a great attempt here to get right back into this. It's now just a 1-point lead for the Liberty.
Yeah, you watch Kim, and Kim turned her body. She didn't stay.
Oh, and Bronner upset with herself.
And that is not something that we see out of her very often.
So it's 23-21. Into serve. This is Shelby Kim. Back set from the right side. Again, Liberty are there with the block.
Yeah, it's 2 hits. Or they call a lift.
Hartman proving two-way player there. Hartman with those long arms, doesn't she? Okay, this is set point. Mahi setting it up to Remmert, and that is stuffed. It's Harvey with the block. So the defense closes the door on Cedar Falls by the Liberty in that second set as they win 25-21. So it's a score for the first 2 sets. First one taken by the Tigers, second by the visitors from Iowa City Liberty. So we'll be back with the third set between these two highly ranked teams in 5A. You're watching Tiger Volleyball on Cedar Falls Community Television.
Thanks for watching the Tigers on Cedar Falls Utilities, Channel 15.
Up the middle, Ostrich is free. Give him 6.
We're thankful for customers who choose CFU Cable TV. It's because of you that we can produce high-quality, local high school sports.
Oh, what a catch. Wow. Trey Campbell.
This year we know it's especially important to have high school games on TV and online. Because of community support, we're able to provide a full slate of high school sports.
Daniel Hutchins in the open. Gets past the defense and he takes it all the way.
So thanks for being a CFU TV customer, and go Tigers!
Cedar Falls High School Volleyball brought to you by these great sponsors, including CFU. CFU has been chosen as the fastest internet service provider in the country, according to PC Mag. Now with 10 gig broadband available citywide. CFU offers outstanding customer service and reliability. Find out more at cfu.net.
Also bringing you tonight's broadcast is Kimball & Beecher Family Dentistry. Get the smile you've always wanted at any one of our 6 locations. Located on Prairie Parkway in Cedar Falls, with additional sites in Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, Iowa City, Marshalltown, and Des Moines. Go to KimballandBeecher.com to schedule your appointment today, and we make you smile.
Thank you, Signs by Tomorrow. More than a custom sign company, Signs by Tomorrow is your advertising solutions resource. At Signs by Tomorrow, they create affordable, high-impact signs and visual messaging solutions. Find them on McLean Drive in Cedar Falls or at signsbytomorrow.com.
We'd also like to thank Western Home Communities, the Cedar Valley's best of the best choice for older adults. Visit the website today to find out about villa lifestyles or independent living apartments, plus all the amenities they include to make life fun and worry-free. WesternHomeCommunities.org.
Tiger sponsors include Witham Auto Center. Everything we do is driven by you. Located on South Main Street in Cedar Falls, with additional locations in Waterloo and LaPorte City. Witham Auto Center is a proud supporter of the Cedar Falls Tigers. Find your next vehicle in person or online at withamauto.com. We begin the third set.
It's got 5 written all over it, doesn't it, Mark?
This has lived up to the billing. Number 3 versus number 6. Tied at 1 set apiece. Kind of reaching high into the air with Schmier, and that leads to the point for Cedar Falls.
Tigers just couldn't get over the hump last game, could they?
No,
they fight and they get back. They'd be within a point. Tied, took the lead the one time, but Liberty just kept them at bay.
There's Hartman's first point of this third set. Didn't hit it that well, but get a Gets a friendly roll off the net.
This is a young lady that's going to be playing D1 volleyball. She's going to get a lot of offers. She is quite a sophomore.
Bronner, of course, is there. The great libero for the Tigers. Remmert. A little bit. Well, they seem to have solved her for that first part of that second set, but she has rebounded since then. And down the line. Wow.
That is as firm as we've seen Gertis. Outstanding.
Look at Ellie with confidence and the point. 3-1. That's going to be long as the serve by Wedgbury carries 2 out of bounds, and now here to serve. We'll see Shelby Kemp. Tigers get it through the block. And Gertis does it again, 4-2.
If Gertis can provide that with regularity, it opens up the outside so much. Talk about taking away Smith, Remmert, Wedgbury, but it's a big piece of the Matt Johnson offense.
Albaugh serves. And Harvey pushes it. Deep left. Oh, look at this.
Well, Mahi has found the hot hand.
Playing with a lot of confidence now is Ellie Gertis. And it's 5-2. Cedar. And she is playing very well at this stretch early in the second set. And there's Gertis with a block. Smith with a rejection. Now Hartman. Tigers do it again.
How about
with
3 in a row? 4?
And, oh, that did clear the net.
It did.
Tough angle, and finally, Iowa City Liberty with Hartman able to solve that Tigers' strong defense at the net.
But every block makes Liberty have to be just a little bit more fine.
Make them earn it, is what Matt Johnson likes to say.
Great job by Mahi. Staying out of the net and keeping that alive.
Bronner, Mahi, a little back drop.
Goodness.
Oh, perfectly executed by the
just
setter.
A thing of beauty. Whoop. No chance.
6-3, Halea Mahi.
We've seen that a few times out of her this year.
Some magic. It's almost like a no-look pass in basketball. Tigers serving. Up by 3. Cassidy Hartman. 6-4. She is outstanding. So the Lightning serving, but it's the Tigers leading by 2. It's Mahi with the quick set. This time it's Aguilar in the middle.
Wanting to get into the middle act.
Smith. Tigers attacking well in this third set.
But you look now. Now all of a sudden the block, they try to set the double, but doesn't quite get there because of the specter of that middle attack.
Halea Mahi with the serve. Problems with the first touch. Smith with the high set, and
I think
I don't think it went over.
Did not.
7-5.
Off the tape.
This is Addie Schmier. She is committed to Drake. So she'll be playing in the Missouri Valley Conference. And it's 8-5. Hested, their other senior, she is committed to Mount Mercy in Cedar Rapids. We got a couple players play collegiately, similar to Cedar Falls. Tigers lead by 3. Kim hits it out of bounds. The points coming easier in this third set after that struggle in the second. Lainey Nielsen.
Hard to keep that intensity across the games. Off the block.
Last touch by the Tigers. Point Liberty. Cedar Falls, a record of 25-4. The Liberty 18-2. Cedar Falls ranked number 3 in 5A. Liberty number 6. The next ratings, or the final ratings, won't come out until Monday from the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union.
Chances are, although it won't make a huge amount of difference, the Tigers won't still be at number 3. They've absorbed 2 losses since the last time those ratings came out.
Tigers losing to Davenport Assumption and Cedar Rapids Xavier. Drop shot. Mahi sets it to Bronner. Now to Wedgeberry. Blocked by Kim by Liberty.
Misread by Mahi there.
Mahi looking for Remmert. Reaching high in the air and trying to, was Hested, and Tigers come up with the point. 11-6, 5-point advantage. Cedar Falls off to a good start, and a timeout taken by Iowa City Liberty. Sponsors for our match include Brad Jacobson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, Brad Jacobson, State Farm is there. Call the original Jake from State Farm at 277-4134 or email Jake at brad@bradjacobson.biz.
Discerning Wealth, Ameriprise Private Wealth Advisory Practice. Tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Discerning Wealth, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, is dedicated to helping you make better financial decisions. Check out their website at discerningwealth.com.
Thanks to our great sponsors throughout the course of this season, allowing us to provide you with exciting high school athletics.
That's as good as it gets.
Points have been hard to come by. I've seen a lot of long rallies, and this has been well played as Tigers up by 5 here in this third set. We're tied at 1 set apiece. A back set. Oh, and Remmert celebrates after the block. So tough serve. Hartman from the 3-meter line and into the net.
Yeah, and it's not coming so easily right now. It seems as though every swing was turned into gold for Liberty, and they've cooled off a touch.
This is Bronner with the serve.
Interesting, who it is that they're serving. And now it puts some pressure, and Liberty, you can tell it's in their heads a little bit.
This is coming out of the timeout by the Liberty, and the Tigers have scored a couple in a row here, and it's now 14-6.
Yeah, not swinging with confidence. And I would love to hear what the tactic was, because Olivia wasn't serving the same player each time, but trying to get it in that front row just to throw them off a touch.
Good look at Gabby Schroeder, junior for the Lightning. And Remmert blocked. Mahi will bump it into the middle of the court from the left, and with authority, there's Shelby Kim.
Well, she flattened out. You watch the read. You watch it. She flattened out so the block can't get there.
14-8.
That would be the hard part about, in my mind, of rotating setters. I've never played volleyball at this level, so I can't say for sure.
Oh, Mishit on that first contact by Cedar Falls. Now 14-9, the ace for Schroeder. You can tell she's thrilled by it. Lightning, I'll tell you what. Mount Rushmore faces. Tigers may have saved it. I thought that was going to go long. Bumped across by Remmert. And Kim. And look at Matt Johnson. He is upset. As he came leaping off the from his chair. Call for that timeout. 14-10 is our scores. Cedar Falls takes a timeout. So the Cedar Falls Tigers watching Iowa City Liberty making another run. So it's been a back and forth match so far. Even in that first set, Tigers won. It looked like they were going to win comfortably, but then Liberty made things very interesting at the end.
Thought the Tigers played even a little bit better in the second set than they did the first and still dropped it, but Liberty could do no wrong in that second set, offensively or defensively. Just a wonderfully played second game.
Want to pass along the cross-country team. The Cedar Falls boys won the Mississippi MVC divisional meet held today. Want to promote that as the Tigers having a strong year in boys cross-country. A little drop shot by Gertis, played by the Liberty. There's Remmert, another block. Now Remmert, tough angle, yes.
It sure was, Mark. She had to reach behind her. You watch what she has to do here, contort herself.
I couldn't see it as well from that angle from where we're located, but she really had to reach back.
Yes, she did.
15-10, Remmert.
Oh, that's a big one.
Stuff. She tattoos that one to the floor here at Cedar Falls High School. 16-10.
That's fun.
Oh, and Tigers.
Emmy is not happy with herself. Second service error of the night.
Tigers started off strong serving, but then proved they are human here in this third set.
Good concentration.
High set, and Remmert again through the double block and down.
Just hitting with a tremendous amount of confidence is Katie right now. Her defense has been really pivotal so far as well.
Now coming into the front row, we're going to see Shantae Hardaway, 6'1" junior. So bring more size.
More.
This Hartman has been really good. It's leading the Lightning in kills. It's now 17 to 12. 5-point advantage.
Mark, she's the best we've seen this year in terms of height and athleticism. We saw a good one from Xavier the other night.
Saw a lot of good players from Xavier. They were on that. Katie Garrison really impressed me.
Yeah, she was good. Yeah.
17-13. Here come the Bolts. The Lightning from Liberty. Up and another tough serve.
Sure was. Yep, here comes Matt Johnson. He doesn't want to see his team.
So timeout taken by the Tigers. Their final timeout here with this third set. Cedar Falls playing well. They want to be rewarded with the win here as they are tied currently 1 set apiece with the visitors from Iowa City Liberty. Johnson cracking the players up there.
Yeah. You know, you got to switch up the tactics.
And I didn't realize this about Matt. He has 2 brothers that are also coaches.
Oh, really?
One at Fort Dodge. Of course, that's who Cedar Falls will be playing in the first round of regionals. Huh. Said his brother never visits him, and then came in last Saturday.
Is that right?
Yeah, after the regional pairings were announced on Friday, and I believe St. Ansgar is where Matt went to school at Fort Dodge. So he's a Dodger at heart. 17-14. Look at Hartman, terrific player at the serve. Tigers go to Anicia Smith. That's a good way to end the rally.
That it is. Splits the blockers there. Perfectly placed.
Cedar Falls back on top by 4. Ryan Ludman, an effective server all season for the Tigers, off the bench. And Rollins looking for who else? Hartman.
Wow, that was with authority.
18-15.
Wow. Just skied over the top of everyone there.
Smith pushes it in the back row. Hartman is there. Rollins. And from a tough angle, Van Skoyek. Anicia Smith. Little soft shot. From the 3-meter line. Oh, a stuff block. Yeah, stuff block by Aguilar. And can't say enough about Curtis and Aguilar here in this third set. The middle, so the Tigers asserting themselves.
They are. Well, in all 3 games, the defense has been just outstanding. The effort. I know Matt Johnson not happy with some of the serve reception at times, but once the ball's been in play.
Bronner, good passing, and the Tigers try to finish it with Smith. Oh, and the Tigers got the block, but could not locate it afterwards. 19-16. Schmier, 5'2" senior. Again, she's committed to Drake University.
She's got a tough serve now.
Outstanding defense by the Lightning as well as the Tigers here. Oh, that's off the rafter.
That touched the rafter also.
That'll be a point for Liberty.
It was just great effort back here by Bronner and Albaugh. Just got a little unfortunate.
The reaction and reflexes are amazing by players on the court right now. 19-17. Good pass, Wedgbury. And now Iowa City Liberty. Can they get it over? No, that's out of bounds. Oh, they call it in. Oh.
Get a chance to see it.
Linesman. I can't really tell from that angle. I thought it was out.
Looked like it was out as well. I agree.
And now it's just a 1-point lead for Cedar Falls. And getting the point is Van Skoyek. Van Skoyek ties it at 19. Sometimes you get a tough play like that. It tends to balance itself out.
It does.
Tigers trying to keep this lead. There she is, Aguilar. By far one of her better matches of the season.
I agree.
So now Cedar Falls serving, clinging to a 1-point lead. We're tied at 1 set apiece. And this is Lainey Nielsen. Oh, great block by Aguilar again. Bronner looking for Wedgbury, right side, cross court. And that is in. Last touched by the Tigers as well. Back to a 20-20 tie. The Lightning are serving for the lead. Can we play up to 25? Got to win by 2. Hilly Hested. Another member of this animated Lightning team. Back set. Hested is there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pass. Bad pass, and Tigers a double hit. They're calling that as well.
Hested hasn't had a great night. We've seen her just a little off.
Tigers have who they want serving at this situation, Bronner. Oh, the quick attack. Bronner can't chase that down. Well-placed hit to Shelby Kim. Two Class 5A heavyweights going toe-to-toe here, and now Schroeder comes in to serve.
Tigers trying to stay undefeated against 5A opponents this year. Not dropped a match.
That's interesting. Cedar Falls, all 4 losses coming to smaller schools, and an ace. And now the Lightning lead late, 22-21. Tigers out of timeouts. Wedgbury. They go back to her on the slide, and Hartman with the rejection. And now it's a 2-point lead for Iowa City Liberty. Must be a tough one if the Tigers aren't unable to come back here. They have played really well in this third set. Bronner to Mahi, looking for Remmert. Soft hit. This should be played by Iowa City Liberty. Katie Remmert, left side, partially blocked. And free ball bumped across. Let's see if Tigers can get something good out of this in the middle.
And they do.
Gertis gets
it
the
is there
point.
for the taking.
Down by 1, Amy Wedgbury with the serve. The senior sends it deep. And they go to Hartman. Tigers slow it down. Great volley, and that is it last touch? No. Remmert thought it was.
No. I think it was more of a hope than a thought.
Now we're at set point, 24-22. Liberty trying to take 2-1 lead. Kim with the serve. Mahi goes to Katie Remmert. Oh, nobody there at all. Mistake by the Liberty.
Again, that's what we're talking about, but you watch Gertis there and just late getting over. And Hardaway not anywhere close to where she's supposed to be. Interesting timeout call.
Timeout, Cedar Falls serving, and Iowa City Liberty spends their first time out by Coach Randy Dolson. As a nail biter here in this third set. Important one. I always think psychologically, if you only have one set to win, it just really motivates you.
Yep.
It's like a runner. You see the finish line, and you're raring to go. There's Coach Kelly, the assistant coach, talking to her team.
Yeah, this Lightning team has been everything we thought they were going to be coming in. We'd seen the stuff on paper. We'd seen the size. We hadn't seen the product, and it lives up to the billing. It's an outstanding team.
Well, trying to keep Tigers in it. Sarah Albaugh, she's serving. Remember, you have to win by 2. So again, we're at set point. Hartman ends it quickly. And there we see Liberty celebrating as they win. A fun one, 25-23. Now take a 2-1 lead over Cedar Falls. So the Tigers play well, but unfortunately are not rewarded as they come up empty. We'll be back with the 4th set. Tigers trying to stave off elimination. We'll be back after this on Cedar Falls Community Television.
What's the easiest way to buy? The Witham way. That means stocking a wide selection of the area's top-selling pre-owned vehicles that fit any budget. From low-mileage cars to one-owner cars to local trades, we carry the vehicles you want. That's the Witham way. And check your mailbox for this month's specials or online at withamauto.com. Witham Auto Centers in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City.
Everything we do is driven by you.
Your smile is the most important thing to us. A smile is your greatest accessory. A smile lights up a room. A smile is confidence. It's a symbol of love, a friendly face, happiness, and so much more. Let us keep your smile healthy. Kimball and Beecher Family Dentistry. We love to see you smile.
Meet Linda. Linda just bought a smart home hub and was ecstatic to see her grandkids on their weekly chats. However, this grandma spends most of her time troubleshooting across time zones. Fortunately for Linda, technical support is right down the road. With CFU Wi-Fi, our highly trained technician will install a new Wi-Fi system and connect all of her devices. Now, Linda can chat with her family and ask about their week instead of her password. CFU Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi made simple.
Iowa City Liberty coming into Cedar Falls High School. They've won the last 2 sets. Trying to wrap it up in this 4th set. Tigers trying to say no, 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 not at our house. As we get ready for that 4th set, we look at the regional pairings for the Tigers. Opens up coming up next week, October 22nd, 7 o'clock. They'll be hosting Fort Dodge. Bottom half of that bracket as Prairie going up against Waterloo West. Region 7, that's where you'll find Iowa City Liberty. They'll have to play the winner between Iowa City High and Iowa City West. And they advance, play the winner between Bettendorf and Cedar Rapids Kennedy.
We saw Kennedy the other night. They're capable of playing solid volleyball. I don't think they're in the same league as Liberty.
So Liberty riding the hot hand of Cassidy Hartman. She has been nothing short of amazing so far. She has dominated this set. She has some pretty good teammates around her as well. So the Tigers see how they fare here, knowing they have to win this to force a 5th set. Lainey Nielsen's serving to begin, and we're underway in the 4th set. And Shelby Kim floats it over the block and in for the point.
And that has just been a key part of what they have done. And it's been very effective. And that's not something that the Tigers usually have a difficult time with. But with the size and depth of the hitting, they have to play back a touch.
Aguilar continues to play well this evening as she gets the kill. She'll be replaced now by Gertis. There's Olivia Bronner with a tough serve. Hartman at the midpoint of the court. Still gets a lot on that. Sent back, good hustle, run
Sure
down
was.
by Nielsen and Remmert. Oh, man. And it's starting to become almost automatic every time she gets the big swing. 2-1. There's Cassidy Hartman, 6-foot sophomore, a 10th grader, taking control of this match. 2-1.
She's the real deal.
Shelby Kim, another sophomore with the serve. Quick set and sending it out of bounds.
That's touch.
Oh.
No, I thought maybe there was a touch in there.
So 3-1.
No, just above.
Tigers led most of that 3rd set, but a late rally by the Lightning, and they're able to take it. Let's see if that took some wind out of the Tigers' sails.
No, but Tigers had a 6-point lead at one point in that 2nd set, Mark. As late as 17-11 maybe, but you know, that was a furious rally at the end.
Tigers won the first set, 25-21. Liberty winning the last two and getting off to a great start here, leading 4-1. Remmert gets the Tigers a much-needed point, 4-2. Lightning with the lead over Cedar Falls, ranked number 3 in 5A. Lightning are number 6. Haven't been able to play most of their, well, a portion of their schedule, a couple weeks, due to forced to do the online learning, and no extracurricular activities were allowed during that period for the Iowa City schools.
Mark, you had mentioned that Liberty plays Xavier on Saturday.
Yeah.
That'll be quite a match.
6-2. It's the Liberty rolling right now. Sam Harvey, 5'11" junior with the serve. A lot of similarities between the Saints and the Lightning. So, tall, athletic. That'll be a tremendous matchup. So Cedar Falls looking for a spark, trailing by 3 points. Sarah Albaugh coming off the bench to serve. Rollins, Hartman. Tigers push it across. Now Hartman in the middle. Adds to her kill total. That number is increasing more and more as this match continues. Kind of running out of things to say about it.
It is true.
It's hard to see we haven't seen a player come in and dominate like this in a long time.
From everywhere on the floor. You know, mostly that left side. We've seen her do it from the middle. We've seen her do it behind the 3-meter line. It's been everywhere.
Rollins, and that time the attempt by Daughtry's out of play. Cedar Falls down by 2. Ryan Ludman ready to serve for Cedar Falls. Some great shots again, as always, by our Cedar Falls community television crew. Alea Mahi looking for Anicia Smith.
Couple of those for Anicia in the early goings of this third set.
Ludman, you see her serve efficiency. Very accurate. Oh, an overpass. And now the Tigers have battled back. And they have tied it at 7 apiece.
After a rough start, they really needed this.
So it's a 4-0 run by CF. Continuing to serve, Ludman. And Rollins. And Daughtry gets the kill that time. How many teams would you guess from the Mississippi Valley Conference will be seeing down at the state tournament?
3. The 2 we've seen most recently. I take it back. What classes?
I would say 5 and 4.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see Xavier. We'll see Liberty. See Hempstead. See Cedar Falls. We haven't seen Wahlert play. I'm always Western Dubuque. Thank you, Jeremy.
Oh, and a middle attack, and it's Shelby Kim. 9-8. Lightning in their purple and black uniforms, up by 1.
You know, and at times Kim has been outstanding as well.
Hested with the serve. Wedgeberry passes it to Mahi, and that's good teamwork as Anicia Smith pounds it through a double block. 9-9, so Tigers seem to have weathered that early storm. Now a chance to grab the lead. Here's Nielsen. And scrambling, and a mistake.
A rare one.
And look who's ahead now. Cedar Falls, 10-9. Tigers trailing 2-1. They need to win, force a 5th set. And the attack by Kim. Tigers get a hand on it. Now Remmert.
Wow.
Great play by Schmier. Remmert it second time.
Yeah. Really no choice there.
Oh, and it's Harvey. Sam Harvey with the kill. 10-10. That's now in our 5th tie. In this 4th set. Quick set. And I don't think Aguilar got that over. And that's a point for the Lightning. A 1-point advantage. Schroeder with the serve. Back row to Nielsen. Mahi finding Remmert. Been very consistent tonight. Six tie.
Yeah, caught line.
Nope. It's kind of pushed to the cross.
It was.
So both coaches love this type of competition that they're facing. Really preparing them for the tournament. And Matt Johnson says we haven't seen a lot of these big physical teams much this year. He said that after that loss to Xavier, as that one goes into the scores table. And back and forth we go. Teams exchanging points. 12-12. We're tied. I look for Hartman. Nielsen. Good dig in the back row. Can Remmert finish it?
Yeah, she can. Feed the hot hand, and that's Remmert right now.
13-12. Cedar Falls with a 1-point lead. Back set, Hested, and it's Harvey again.
Took a little off, tooled it off. The Remmert attempted block. You watch, very skilled here. That's nicely done.
Coming off the bench, Olivia Davenport. Bronner, Mahi, the center for the Tigers, looking for Remmert. Schmier all over the court, that back row, and then Hartman comes away with the kill.
We're seeing two super talented liberos in this match. And I didn't notice Schmier as much early on. But she has been outstanding.
Oh, nobody's there to play it after kept alive by Mahi. And now it's a 2-point lead for the Lightning, 15-13. Cedar Falls trailing 2-1. Tigers won the first set. Liberty have won the last two. Now and Remmert.
I wasn't sure whether it was touched or not.
Okay, it was. And Cedar Falls stays within 1 point, 15-14. Match where it just seems every point has been Really, you've had to earn it. Rollins looking for her favorite player, Hartman. Ooh. Oh, Van Scoyek able to slice that through.
Yeah, there's a mishit on her part. Sometimes that's to your benefit, and it was there for Liberty. Seen a couple of those go the Tigers' way as well.
16-14. Mahi, a high set to the left. Oh, that's a carry. We'll call it a double hit. 1 point lead for Iowa City Liberty, 16-50. We're going back and forth in this nail
You know what's
biter.
impressive is how well Liberty has scouted this Tiger team, and they know where each of these hitters likes to go.
Oh, good. Wow, what a dig in the back row by Ludman. Pays off at the point. Van Scoyek.
Another sophomore.
I was teasing Iowa City Liberty. They were kind of stoic before, but I've seen as this match has gone on, they're getting a lot more celebratory after each point.
Well, I think part of it is the environment. You come in here, defending state champion, this team of this magnitude, and
another point, and now the Liberty have opened up a 3-point lead, and Matt Johnson says, no more. As let's call a timeout here as the Lightning on a run here.
this Liberty team plays 4 sophomores.
Watching some of the action. And see, it's been said it again and again. Well played on both teams. High caliber volleyball. Hey, you see the stars have come out tonight for both teams. The only player who's been a little bit more quiet than we've usually seen is Wedgeberry.
She has been, and particularly in this game.
Cedar Falls now trails by 3.
She just hasn't had many attempts. Usually we see her in the mix.
And Addie Schmier with the serve. Smith.
Van Scoyek just not able to stay vertical. We watch the hands split just a touch.
Down by 2. Halea Mahi with the serve. Set from the outside. Off the rafter and just pushed across by Alba. Oh. And point Cedar Falls. 18-17. And now it's the Liberty. Iowa City Liberty who calls the timeout here. So it's a 1-point lead here for the Lightning, who lead 2-1. Tigers winning the first set 25-21. Then the Lightning winning the last 2 sets 25-21 and 25-23. Now the Tigers trying to force a 5th set. Then we'd play to 15 if that's the case.
We said after the second game, this one has 5 written on it. And we'll see. Tigers have to do some work here to get back into it. But it's hard to close out a team like Cedar Falls on their home floor. See what Liberty has up its sleeve.
This veteran Tigers team, can they come back here late? 5'9" senior setter Halea Mahi with the serve. Back set. Kim sends it into the corner, and that is out.
All ball let that go. She was doing a little hoping. Ooh.
It was close.
It was close.
9th tie of this 4th set. Tough serve. Oh, Shelby Kim, uncontested. 19-18. Watch this. Tigers late getting the hands up. Haley Hested. Mahi back set from the right. Anicia Smith, tough head, and oh, can they return this? No. Good effort. 19-19. Back and forth we go. Tigers chance to take the lead. 4th set thriller. And Hartman, this time the Tigers slow it down. And Remmert cannot get it over the net.
You know, she hasn't had a swing for a long time. You know, she had the hot hand. Just hasn't had an opportunity. Seems it's been 10, 12 minutes on the clock.
A 1-point lead for the Lightning. Oh, an overpass and hit me hard, that ball said. And Cassidy Hartman now puts the Lightning ahead by 2, 21-19. Yeah, Lightning's Cassidy Hartman. We're going to see her on the Division I level.
Oh, boy.
But where? Exciting
sure the
player.
Schools have started to call already. Now she'll get a chance to showcase her talents, most likely at the state tournament as well. And just a sophomore.
Yep. Now it's got a gut check time for Cedar Falls. You know, how hard do you want to work to get the point here?
That's right. You know, and tonight certainly hasn't been an effort. I mean, they're up against a tough squad, and you know this Tiger team, they're a little underhanded in the fact that they don't have a lot of height. And when you go to match up against a team like this, and you know, Cedar Falls has been on the other end of that now for the past few years. You know, you walk in with 6'1", 6 foot, 6'5", you know. Now they're having to fight those same battles the other way, and it's hard. You can play really well and still lose. Oh, very nice.
Katie Remmert. No, she needs touches, and she got it. Olivia Bronner trying to tie it at 21 apiece. Schmier in the back row. Quick attack by Kim. Schmier setting it up. Hartman. Joust at the net. Tigers scrambling, and point.
What do we get? Double hit? Okay.
Now the Lightning just 3 points away from winning the match. Kim with the serve. Now it's an overpass, and Cedar Falls sends it out of bounds with Remmert. (23-20) Lightning. Tigers got to get a point here. And they tool it up.
They do.
Off the hands of Lauren, the blocker. Cedar Falls, similar to the last set. Can they come back? They're unable to in that last set. Oh,
there's one.
That's a gift.
We have seen so few of those. Their return of serve has been as good as we've seen against a Tiger team in years.
And the Liberty call their second time out. Cedar Falls now down by just one. Again, Cedar Falls has to win this set to stay alive in the match and force a fifth set here at the high school.
Mark, I can't remember the last ace. I know they've had them, but they've been few and far between since the first set for the Tigers, where they had a number of them. Just lightning have been all over it.
Wedgeberry is the server. Following the timeout. Hartman rejected. Joust on the Cedar Falls side. And Rummer
Huge point.
Oh, she finds
well,
a hole.
Starts with the block.
She found a hole in the back row.
And then you get a great set from Bronner.
And now, can the Tigers take the lead? Hested looks to the middle. And off the hands of Curtis. And now we're at match point.
So close.
Lightning bringing in off the bench Davenport to serve. 24-23. Harvey comes out.
It's a tough spot to bring Davenport in.
Tigers got to get the point, stay alive. Tigers will look for Remmert. Clutch. 24 all. Got to win by 2.
You know, you learn something about yourself at times like this. You see players grow up at certain points, and for Katie Remmert, I think it might be one of those times. Everything on the line. Everybody in the gym knows where they're going. She's still able to deliver.
Tied at 24. Now the serve. Hartman from the right. A little drop shot. Tigers go to Smith. Back set. Van Scoyoc rejected. And somebody stepped on the line. I think it was Van Scoyoc.
You know, it really is a shame at that point.
Down official with the call. 25-24. Tigers now with chance for the victory. And it's across the net. Hartman, big rip.
Just a little late. You see Curtis not able to get over. Mahi there, but just too late.
So we're tied again. Hartman with the serve. Wedgeberry to the front row to Mahi.
Oh,
beautiful pass.
Sure was.
Now the Tigers again with the opportunity to win the set. 26-25. Ludman to Schmier. And a soft shot.
Now the Tigers will get a chance here.
Necia Smith. Oh, and the defense. Van Scoyoc celebrates. 26-26. So a couple opportunities for the Tigers to win the set. And Iowa City Liberty has come through in the big moment. Oh, and that's into the rafters. Schmier, though, able to get it across. Oh, and Aguilar coming through.
Well, they really have. And Matt Johnson has to be thrilled with the contributions out of his middles.
27-26. It's third time to charm. Mahi serves. Oh. Quick set, and
give Liberty some credit. They just keep hanging in, fighting off set points.
15 ties unofficially in this fourth set. We might be here all night. Joust and a point. Now it's Liberty. A chance to win it. Again, now it's match point. 28-27.
Liberty's first match point. Hopefully, their only.
And that's out of bounds.
Well, Van Scoik just delivered a huge block, and she sails that one. Again, hard to close out.
I think the adrenaline was flowing in her. Lainey Nilsson. Quick set, and it's out of bounds. Oh, the Tigers got a hand, but it goes out of play. Now again, it's match point.
Matt Johnson just has to be just completely satisfied with the intensity with which his team has played.
Remmert. Now the Lightning a chance to win it. They go to Hartman. Oh, and that is the match. Fittingly, Cassidy Hartman closes the door on the Tigers. A well-played match.
It sure was. Congratulations to Liberty.
As they come through.
Cedar Falls has absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. Boy, the Tigers, you know, they just saw a talented team, and Matt Johnson didn't think a wave was enough. Had to go over and say something to that team and how well they played. But you know what? The Tigers, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with, Mark. We've seen them drop a couple of this week. But, you know, you find something in yourself amongst these losses. And the way that they hung around and played, and we saw their defense was just fantastic. This is a Liberty team that has they have a chance to win the whole thing as well. So I'm really proud of the way the girls played tonight, even though they weren't able to come up with a big win.
Yeah, Matt Johnson talking to his team. I'm sure they're disappointed, but they played well enough to win the night. Just wasn't in the cards as the Tigers win the first set 25-21. They see, and the Lightning come back to win the 3 straight, but those last 2 only by winning by a couple of points. So the last one, classic, 30-28, mercy. All right, great volleyball tonight here at Cedar Falls High School. Awesome job by our Cedar Falls Community Television crew. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a fun one to watch. For Jeremiah Longnecker, I'm Art Simpson, and you've been watching high school volleyball on Cedar Falls Community Television.
Thanks for watching the Tigers on Cedar Falls Utilities, Channel 15.
The middle, Ostrich is free. Give him 6.
We're thankful for customers who choose CFU Cable TV. It's because of you that we can produce high-quality local high school sports.
Oh, what a catch. Wow. Trey Campbell.
This year we know it's especially important to have high school games on TV and online. Because of community support, we're able to provide a full slate of high school sports.
Daniel Hutchins in the open. Gets past the defense and he takes it all the way.
So thanks for being a CFU TV customer, and go Tigers.